teacher told us that real artists don't work for money. Yeah, he was right. We worked for free every time. Fuck, he didn't.
A small home, middle class, dinner table, food getting cold. Roman's father at the head, mother sitting between them the way she has always sat between them.
You had a job, a real salary, benefits, a future, and you threw it away.
I didn't throw it away, I made a choice.
A choice. Great. Can you eat a choice? Can you pay rent with a choice?
You worked your whole life doing something you hated. I watched you do it. Every single day, I am not doing that. That landed harder than Roman intended. His father sets down his fork.
I did it for you.
I know. I am not ungrateful. But I can't repay that by wasting my life.
Wasting. So what I did was wasting.
That's not what I...
How long? How long does this learning take before you become the great artist?
I don't know yet.
You don't know.
A few years, the teacher says.
The teacher says. You left your job because the teacher says.
Roman looking at his mother. She looks at her plate. I have already paid the first month. I am going. I am not asking permission. I am telling you because you deserve to know. Roman's father stands, walks out of his room without another word. Roman watches the empty doorway, then looks at his mother, picks up his bag, leaves. The rehearsal hall, now alive, 20 young people, energy, noise, movement, Roman at the door, a completely different world from the dinner table 24 hours ago. Girls he has never encountered before, confident, creative, at ease in themselves. Roman doesn't know where to look, looks everywhere, tries to look nowhere. Then a boy appears beside him. Same age, easy in his skin, the kind of person who makes friends in elevators. First day. Is it that obvious? Collared shirt? Nobody survives day 2 in a collared shirt. I'm Kabir. Roman. Relax. You look like you're waiting to be caught for something. It's bigger than I expected. The hall or the whole thing? Both? Kabir claps Roman once on the shoulder, like they have known each other for years. Roman is slightly surprised. Almost smiles back. Almost. The teacher enters. The room shifts, not from fear, from something closer to gravity. Conversations stop mid-sentence. Bodies straighten. 20 people focusing simultaneously on one man. Sit. The teacher is scanning the room, landing on Roman. Why are you here? To learn. Everyone says that. A driver wants to learn. The man who sells tea outside wants to learn. Why are you here? Specifically you. The whole room is waiting. He stops trying to say the right thing. Because I don't want to be 50 years old and know that I didn't try. The teacher holds him in his gaze. Long enough that Roman wants to sit down. Then, the smallest nod. Almost nothing. Sit. Roman sits. Kabir leans over barely. After session, students drifting out slowly. Nobody wants to leave too fast. The teacher talking to a small group. Roman and Kabir on the edge of it.
You know James Corridor? The production, the one that swept everything last season?
A few students just nodding. Roman. Nothing. He doesn't know it.
The lead is set in this room 3 years ago. Could not hold a scene for 40 seconds. Could not look another actor in the eye without blinking. You know where he is now?
He trained here?
3 years. He gave me 3 years. Now journalists ask him about his process.
Roman's face is absorbing, believing. The calculation happening behind his eyes. If James Corridor came from this room, then this room is where futures are built. James Corridor trained here. Do you understand what that means? It means you are in the right place. It means if you work hard enough, we will. Kabir looks at him. Roman said it with a certainty that leaves no room for doubt. Kabir nods slowly, watching that certainty like it's transferable. Yeah, we will. Roman and Kabir carrying equipment after midnight. Roman running lines alone in an empty corridor at 6 a.m. A phone call Roman doesn't answer. His father's name on the screen. Roman setting up chairs before a show while the lead performers walks past him without acknowledgement. Roman and Kabir are just hanging out, eating street food outside after a late session.
My cousin called today. He got a promotion. Good for him. My mother mentioned it 4 times in one conversation.
Mine ask me every week how much longer the learning phase is.
What do you tell?
That I don't know.
And she goes quiet. She says, "We call tomorrow." Do you ever think about quitting?
No.
Not even once.
If I let myself think about it once, I won't stop thinking about it. Kabir nods. The answer means something to him. He looks at Roman differently. The way you look at someone when you realize they are more serious than you thought. A rehearsal session. Roman walking on one side of the room. The door opens. Sarah enters, slightly late, completely unbothered by it. Senior student, early 20s. She moves through the room like she knows exactly how much space she is allowed to take up, which is all of it. Roman notices, the way you notice something that rearranges the air in a room. He watches her set her bag down, exchange a word with another senior, roll her sleeves up. He's supposed to be rehearsing. He is not rehearsing. Sarah walks on a scene with a partner. She makes a choice. A small pause before a line, a shift in her weight. And it's just right. The kind of right that looks effortless and isn't.
That's Sarah. 2 years in, the teacher uses her in all the main shows.
She is good.
Yeah, everyone thinks so.
Roman says nothing. Keeps watching her work. Kabir watches Roman watch her. Says nothing. Next day, Roman reaches into his bag, looks around the room with practiced casualness. Does anyone have a pencil I could borrow? 2 people immediately hold pencils out toward him. Roman looks past them directly at Sarah. Sarah, do you have one? Sarah looks up, looks at the 2 people holding pencils, looks back at Roman.
I don't lend my pencil.
Just for 2 minutes, I'll give it right back.
That's what everyone says.
I am not everyone. Sarah looks at him. A real look. Not dismissive. Then she holds out the pencil without a word. Goes back to her notes. Roman holds the pencil. Sits down. Has absolutely nothing to write. Stares at a blank page for 90 seconds. Then gets up and walks back. Here, thank you. Sarah without looking up.
You didn't write anything?
The thought passed. Sarah looks up now. Studies him for exactly 1 second.
The thought passed.
Yeah, it happens. She goes back to her notes. Roman walks back to his spot. Kabir waiting.
The thought passed.
Don't.
I'm not saying anything.
Good.
I'm just sitting here,
Kabir.
completely silent.
Roman stares ahead, almost smiling. Doesn't let it arrive. 2 days later, end of session. Students packing up. Roman crosses the room towards Sarah. She sees him coming before he gets there.
No!
I haven't said anything.
You have the same face as the last time.
I just wanted to say that scene you ran yesterday, the pause before the third line, that was yours, right? Not directed. Sarah stops packing, looks at him properly. The first time she has given him her full attention.
Yes?
It was the best thing I have ever seen in this room. She holds his gaze, doesn't deflect, doesn't perform modesty, just receives it. The way someone does when they know it's true and they are tired of pretending otherwise.
Thank you.
Roman nods, starts to walk away. Sarah watches him go just for a second, then goes back to packing. The following week, rehearsal wrapping up. Roman looking for Kabir to walk home. They always walk home. He scans the room, finds Kabir in the far corner with Sarah. Easy conversation, Kabir saying something, Sarah laughing. That laugh Roman hasn't earned yet. Her hand briefly on Kabir's arm. Roman is just watching. His face completely still. No anger, no visible reaction, just the eyes doing what Roman's eyes do. Reading, feeling, deciding nothing yet. He looks away, packs up his bag, walks towards the exit alone. Normal pace, normal posture. Like he saw nothing. He pushes through the door. Outside, night air. He stops just for a moment, looks up at the sky, then keeps walking. The door swings shut behind him. Through the glass inside, Kabir and Sarah still talking. Roman already gone.